But the problem with this is that it's shrouded in nice clothes. You know, they're not white trash like Daddy of 5. It's easy to see Daddy of 5 doing this, but not Ruby Frankie. She's beautiful. It's a perfect family, perfect Mormon family. Who wouldn't want that? And then you find out that they're starving the kids, they're duct taping them up, they're being held and imprisoned, all kinds of stuff. It's absolutely insane. But I will say that I don't feel like I can go in on this alone, especially I'm not a mom. Who am I to say that these practices are a little weird? So I brought the only person in that I know could help me get my head wrapped around this thing. My mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
I'm going to explain to you, along with these viewers, kind of what's going on right now. We can't show that Gold Peak tea because it's a brand. I'm joking. We can't. It doesn't matter. TikTok relationship test. Run. Getting into relationships can be hard, but maintaining a healthy one can be even harder. Some people simply don't trust their partners, whether it's because of bad treatment.
Stop. I'm gonna hit you. Hunter, open your
Personal insecurities.
I mean, it's a nice outfit. I just don't think it looks good on you.
Or mere superstition.
Allison, when you inevitably divorce me, what's your next wedding gonna be like?
One thing is certainly true. TikTok relationship trends are making things much worse. So I'll tell you why they're making things much worse, Nick, is because all of these things we're getting ready to talk about today are all people that are looking for a reason, in my opinion, to leave.
Oh, you think so?
I think 90% of them. Because to me, it's looking for people outside to give you validation to do the quote unquote bad thing or the hard thing. And it's bullshit! These are all so stupid, by the way. They're so dumb. Every day, millions of people go on TikTok and watch happy couples perform various tests on each other to see if they're truly meant to be, right? This has led to more and more people performing these tests in their own lives, leading to disappointing results because people can't also realize when something is fabricated.
Yeah.
Somebody doing a dumb test and be like, oh my God, he's so quirky. That made up. It's not real. Human beings don't act like that. They don't. We'll get into it. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Maybe it's just how I'm treated at home or something.
Is there something you want to talk about?
No.
It was really fucked up how Allison came in the other day and just started yelling at you.
No, like it's like kind of like my fault. I shouldn't have been drinking water, you know.
Yeah. I just can't stand it when she's fucking mean to you, man.
Hey, it's my fucking wife you're talking about, man.
Sorry.
She'll talk to me anyway. She'll talk to me any way she wants to. Like she always has. Attention-seeking theory, I guess, like trying to see how they would reciprocate giving you attention in a positive way, right? Now, the next theory we have, though, is the orange peel theory. Try to wrap your head around what this one's going to be. Many relationships thrive on doing small things for your partner. It's a simple way to show that you care, and that is exactly what the orange peel theory is all about. The test involves one person handing their partner an orange and asking them to peel it for them. If they do it without question, they love you. If not, they're not the one.
You're not gonna peel it for me?
Dude, okay, as if I don't do enough. You're not even that special, that's the thing. Get that in your fucking skull, dude. Like, you're really not that special. Aww.
The problem with a lot of these so far, once again, Red Scare, really want to popularize the Red Scare movement. The problem is, yes, it is a nice thing to do, but at the same time, it's just, you're a grown adult. You can peel an orange. You know what I mean? If I went to my wife and I was like, could you take the trash out? And I'm right by the trash. Why don't I just do it? You know what I mean? Just that kind of shit. I don't know.
What if you can't peel it because you have tiny fingernails?
Well, show a picture of Nick's fingernails, and then I'd be like, that's a disability. You have to help him. See, and the thing about it, though, is it's all self. You did it to yourself. You know, it's not like you were born, it's like, I didn't have any fingernails when I was born. It's like you bid them motherfuckers clean. So now I feel like you gotta carry a pocket knife, your orange knife. Peel it yourself.
I would pass this test because I would peel an orange for my queen.
I mean, listen, I would peel an orange, but it's just, is that the parameter? You have the orange in your hand, just peel it. Am I wrong? PETA took shots at Nintendo's upcoming release of Super Mario 3D Land by creating a game called Super Tanuki Skin 2D to criticize the use of the Tanuki suit power-up in the game, because that's what's wrong with the world, is the Tanuki suit from the Mario game. They created their own in which you could play as a skinned raccoon dog. You have to dodge obstacles as you chase after Mario, who is flying above him wearing your blood-soaked fur. A bit more mature rated than I would say the standard Mario game. Has there ever been a rated T game for Mario? Has he always been E?
That's a good question.
I want to see Mario get some pussy, dude. Put him in a T game. He's like, Peach, come here.
And he sniffs his fingers.
Louisa, what do you think I just did, Louisa?
Mario, no.
Mario. Mario. Come on,
It's
Mario.
stinky, Mario.
The scratch and sniff of Louisa. They are able to live shame and guilt-free. Plus, the feeders worship their bodies, which can be empowering for them. I really like how the idea of like, you just simply cannot improve yourself, so you're just like, I'm just gonna go the completely opposite direction. Actually, I'm doing a really good job. Oh my God. Fat Misty. Get you a girl so fat her feet have rolls big enough to keep her feet off the floor. Oh, hell yeah. That's a damn good looking leg. I didn't know it was a leg at first, but I'm glad that I know it is now. I like how the image of a woman's leg is marked as not safe for work. They're just like, don't open this at your job. She's so damn hot. Literally a Michelin woman. That bitch got tires. I want an lymphedema so bad like her. It's that thing that I refuse to go to the doctor about. Remember that? They're split into two categories, the feeties are. The BBWs, big beautiful women. The SSBBWs, that sounds like Nazi big beautiful women, doesn't it? Supersized big beautiful women. Though male variants exist too, the SSBBW level is what every serious feedie wants to be. It's a supersized one, dude. That's got it. Supersized got to be somehow retaliated to the old McDonald's sizes, right? Supersize Me. Remember that documentary? That fake, that fraud, saying that McDonald's will make you fat. Oh.
Yeah, he ate 6,000 calories a day. No shit.
Yeah, no shit, asshole. For example, we have Nikki here, who's a 700+ pound gainer. Hell yeah.
Not big enough. She's
a bit small for me. For breakfast, Nikki typically enjoys eggs, grits, ham, bacon, sausage, and pancakes. Sounds delicious. This makes me sad. Here we have Donna Simpson, a gainer who wants to become the fattest woman alive. Donna has now decided to lose weight after breaking up with her fiance. But what a fucking coward. She plans to lose 170 pounds to reach her target weight of 370 pounds. Wonder if it happened. Good luck, Donna. In 2006, Donna met Philippe Gwamba. Hopefully I said it right. In an online chat room for overweight women who stated he's always been attracted to big women, but Donna is my fantasy. Hell yeah, dude. I like that. In 2010, Simpson even won the Guinness World Record for heaviest woman to give birth, where she weighed 532 pounds when she gave birth. And when she gave birth there, the goal-winning weight was 532 pounds when she gave birth. How big was the baby?
It was crushed.
If you're that big, there's no way the baby's not getting some of those fucking calories, right? It's a 74-pound baby. Comes out like a monster. After the pregnancy, she decided she wanted to weigh 800 pounds and has since upped the goal to 1,000 pounds. The pregnancy procedure revealed that she had diabetes and high blood pressure. Yeah, well, that's weird. Really? Does she? That's odd. But that hasn't stopped Donna from reaching her goal, and Gwamba is her biggest supporter in her journey. Yeah, he's just like, go, baby, go! Simpson says she eats 12,000 calories a day, and the cost of food for her family is about $580 to $750 per week. And that's probably all just like fast food and shit. About, well, hey, with prices at the grocery store nowadays, who doesn't spend that much per week, am I right? Trying to eat organic? Try doing that, dude. When they heard about Donna, a magazine editor said they wanted to buy her a Christmas dinner for her and her family. 30,000 calorie meal consisted of 2 25-pound turkeys, 2 maple glazed hams, 5 pounds of mashed potatoes, 10 pounds roasted potatoes, 5 loaves of bread, 5 pounds of stuffing, 3 liters of gravy, 3 liters of cranberry dressing, and 20 pounds of vegetables. Put those in the goddamn trash. I can get a pumpkin iced chai latte while I'm here. A pumpkin iced chai latte. I seriously, I'm on edge because I haven't had my pumpkin chai latte from...
Hunter?
Yep.
Blood sugar's low.
Yours is?
Just as a group.
We just gotta find the Halloween aisle. We'll feel just fine.
What do we do if they don't have it?
Then I think we'll just ourselves.
Okay.
I didn't know Target had such good window shopping. Whoa. And they have fitting rooms, Nick.
I don't have to change out in the public and everyone see my big, hairy, pointy nipples.
Looks like Esmeralda's pinky or something like that, dude. It's unbelievable. Can't expect like just a baby to be like...
Perfect for Teddy and Max to latch.
I am almost certain that you actually breastfeed those dogs. You just pour a little bit of whole milk or buttermilk on your breast and you just like have them lick it off. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's Sabrina Carpenter's album.
I guess this is the biggest horror award. She just sent women back 50 years with that album cover.
Pucking Strong? Ooh, the sequel?
This really is a horror story. This is more horrifying than Spirit so far, dude. It's like, by the way, a girl gets fucked by a hockey puck in this one. You're like, that is the most haunting picture of a child I've ever seen in my life.
Holy cow.
Is that for the Halloween season, you think? Dude, this is badass. Look at that. Tommy gun, Nerf gun.
That's sick.
Fired. God damn, Jimmy, what the fuck did they do to you, man? Looks like a Family Guy character.
Yeah, he does.
Is this whole thing just full of slime?
I like slime.
Oh yeah, we're here for Halloween.
Oh yeah.
So, there's no section.
How is that possible?
We go to Target, nothing! They even told us, they said we're not doing any Halloween stuff this year. Huh? And at this point, I'm like, this has got to be slim pickings. I'm thinking that everywhere we're going is going to be, I mean, people have gave up. They have gave up on Halloween. So we decided to be like, well, we'll make our own. That's why we had to improvise a little bit. That's why we would just had Nick go to the female section. It's Target. Girls love to buy clothes at Target, but I'll tell you what, I think Swifties love to buy clothes at Target. So we had Nick dress up as a Swiftie, and I think we were successful.
See, this is what we do. We put you in a white dress, and then we're going to wrap a brown belt around it, and then we give you a hat.
It's like a sun hat.
Yeah, I mean, see the vision?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Can this wrap around your waist?
Oh, it's gonna be tight.
Ooh, might be tight, fatty. All right, guess we'll give you extra large.
You need to go in the bathroom and throw up the next time we film.
And then we give you one of these outer.
I wear that on top of the dress.
Yeah, trust me, dude.
Okay.
I study Taylor Swift cosmetology. Oh yeah, put that around the waist. Boom, bam, bam. And now we need one of those ugly ass like witch hats. That's the new age witch hat.
Oh, that's the Señorita Awesome hat.
Perfect. But where is it?
I think we just take it off.
Okay, boom, boom, boom. What row do you think you're getting at the Taylor Swift show with this?
Oh, front row.
You're not getting front row of these. You're like nosebleeds, dude. Like I'm dressing you nice, but you're still you're like a dog. All right, like your boyfriend dropped you off of the show. All right, he's not attending.
Well, I'm gonna look.
Or you said that your boyfriend's dropping you off, but really you drove yourself.
I look like a girl from a Ghibli film.
Okay, yeah, that does work.
Yeah, but you wanna unbutton these,
You want to show something off.
and then you need your belt.
I forgot the belt.
Lord, forgive us for unleashing this creature onto the world. Oh my God! No one asked you to do that. So what's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
My favorite Taylor Swift song is "Shake It Off."
Squeeze your titties together a little bit.
Favorite Taylor Swift song? Shake It Off.
We have got to get out of here. This is becoming a legal issue at this point, dude.
We named the Target monster Gertrude Turnip. It was a good time. Also, to be fair, it was kind of fucking expensive buying clothes from Target. I was kind of surprised. Well, I guess it's not true. I think compared to our retail video, I mean, listen, compared to American Eagle and all that stuff, you're saving money at Target, but I'm just saying, a little more expensive. But we got him like a ghoulish outfit. It's kind of a mixture of, it's an homage to, I would say, Psycho, of Norman Bates dressing up as his mom, except it's a Swiftie. If Norman Bates' mom was a Swiftie, that's the outfit. One thing that we've been seeing a lot lately is how insufferable Wicked fans can truly be. A mixture of theater kids and regular moviegoers with regular movie theater etiquette mixed in with theater kid etiquette mashed together to make cancer. Which you're seeing a lot of theater fans come in here now. You know, I mean, if you think about fandoms ruining people's experiences, we can look at a lot of things. She soon began begging to see him weekly, which Mike rejected. Michael said, "No way, Jose." That's probably been built up. I bet you he's been like talking to people too. I have this one client that is just a lot. And then you get the email. I'd like to start seeing it weekly. I wondered too if he was just like, I have no time. I have all these other, I said you don't want because I can make that work in my schedule. It could be that too.
Yeah.
This obsession began to escalate when Kendra was a victim to a horrible car accident that left her with a serious bruising and a perforated eardrum. Despite the doctor insisting that she needed emergency care, she decided to delay it in order to make her session with Dr. Michael the next morning.
I had bruising on my abdomen and a perforated eardrum, and the provider at the urgent care said, "I do not feel comfortable treating you. You need to seek emergency care now." But it was 11 o'clock in the morning and my appointment with my psychiatrist was at 2. So I decided that I was going to wait so I could see my psychiatrist and not have to reschedule, because I was looking forward to my appointment with him so much.
Can you imagine the next day you log in and there's just like a person with a huge swelled face and a fucking blown out ear? "Hey, Dr. Mike, this week's been a bit rough. It's been a bit of a challenging week and I'm ready to jump right in." Yeah.
You need to go to the hospital.
Exactly.
now.
You should go to the hospital. All right, so he's pushing me away. There's no waiting, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. She even told him this, adding that she may very well be bleeding internally during the session as they speak. Makes me think of that Chappelle show thing when Charlie Murphy kicks Rick James in the chest and he does, "Man, my head's bumping," after they reconcile. And then Rick James is like, now that you mention it, I think I'm bleeding inside my chest. Makes me think of that.
I feel like if you're doing these tests, it's one thing to just do it as a quote-unquote prank, to be like, I know he's not going to care about it. But if you are genuinely doing it to like test your relationship.
See, that's the thing is I think that they are. Yeah. I think it's almost always genuine. I think that they go in being like, oh, it's not a big deal, but then they want people to be like, girl, sis, it is a big deal. It's a big deal, sis. And then she could be like, well, I guess he does do, and then she starts naming other things. Well, he does kind of like, I don't know, yell at me whenever I don't know, like I have my period in the bed or something. I don't know, whatever the fuck it is. Sis, that's just normal, which it could be. I don't know. I saw a 3D video of how a period happens.
Oh. This is where you get to see the uterine lining.
It's like tears open and just fucking dumps out.
There's like jelly.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen like Total Recall. Whenever Arnold Schwarzenegger's head is like his eyes are bulging out of his face. On Mars, it reminded me of that. There are many examples of people passing the test, and those who fail get brutalized in the comments. One man appears confused after being told that his partner saw a pretty bird and walks away saying, "Why did you tell me that?"
Why are you telling me that?
AKA normal guy. Are we adults? Listen, if I had a daughter, a child, if a child came up to me and said, I saw a pretty bird today, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. What did it look like? You know why? Because it's a child. It has a smooth brain. Its brain is like a water balloon. There's no ridges. It's a simple creature that is innocent, right? A fully functioning adult, though, I saw a pretty bird today. Got too much free time in your hands, is what I'd say. Or I'd be like, was it like a bald eagle? I don't know, because that's another thing. If I try to get specific, that would piss me off too. Was it like a bald eagle? I don't even know.
Cool.
This is an adult conversation. That was great.
What if they're like, I saw a fucking hawk swoop down and pick up a mouse, and
that's
then
already
hawk came and they fought.
They fought for it. You know what that is? That's a story. And I'm like, oh my god, what happened? And then I'm intrigued. Even throwing in something mundane. You know what they got to do? What a real test would have been. I just period all in my panties today and see their reaction to that. Because I think a lot of guys would do, oh, what? See, that's going to be a test someday. What would they call that? The Red Scare.
Oh, that's good.
The Red Scare theory. They sit there. It's like, yeah, I don't know, just all in my panties. I just felt weird. Because then other guys would be like, oh my god, are you okay? You feeling okay?
That's a
then
good
other
test.
guys would be like, yuck! Which I'd be like, oh my god, what? Hey, Victoria's Secret's a bear attack. Yikes! That kind of thing.
That's a new test.
That's an actual test.
Everybody post your Red Scare test on Reddit.
Go to your man and do a nice Red Scare and just say that your got wrecked. You have to say that too. It looked like D-Day down there in my panties. And everyone at work was solid. It was a whole thing. And I don't know. Because then you have a guy who's just like, oh my god, that's horrible. Are you okay? Or you have a guy who's just like, oh my god, this is going to be a true test. But saying that you have a bird, I don't know. I like how we already made a better one than the fucking bird theory. To say that they got just fucking like a Wolverine attacked him down there. I tried to hop a razor wire fence. That's what it looks like. Looked like I was breaking out of Shawshank with these panties on. Some are stating that this should mean an immediate breakup, and others made fun of him for apparently dressing like a child. You know, it's a good way to respond to someone not caring about a bird. Let's just make fun of how they look. Why did you tell me that? You look like a child! That makes sense.
Attack their appearance.
Attack their appearance. Well, that goes both ways. Better be careful. Others feel like this test is deceptive because walking up to your partner of multiple years and saying that you saw a bird with zero added details is a horrible conversation starter. And honestly, you can tell, this is another thing too, you can tell which bitches have been in a long-term relationship or not. All right? You can tell what guy has been in a long-term, what dog of a man has been in a relationship long enough, right? Because let me tell you guys, let me tell you something. Sex is fun. The first 2 years, oh, this is too fun. I'm having a good time. Get past year 5, then talk to me. Get to 10 years in, and then talk to me. All right? Because let me tell you, there's love there, but it completely transforms. True love is the silence. True love is the small mediation between a couple. I think the shed is like leaking or something. Yeah, of course it is. That's love. All right, you coming up? If my wife Allison, which she deals with, I hear it all the time. You think that I don't hear about animals on fucking birds? She'll be like, one of the guineas got out, and I'll be like, okay. You know what? But she also doesn't bring it to me because why would that matter? How does that affect? It doesn't matter. This is the first theory. I can't get this heated on the first theory. Which it doesn't help that at one point the man seems to realize that he's being filmed, which only makes the whole thing seem suspicious and inauthentic, and it just feels like, oh, is this like a bit? Are you doing a bit with me? And I know the whole time too, big ass gums and stuff, probably smiling back. Real Sly. Little Sly Cooper action. Another one points a phone directly at her husband and tells him, I saw a bird today?
I saw a bird today?
I saw a bird today.
As if it was a question, and her confused partner continues using his phone while she repeats herself until he finally snaps at her and says, "Are you on shrooms? What's wrong with you?"
Fuck you, are you on shrooms?
Did you see it or didn't you see it?
I saw a bird today?
I saw a bird today.
I saw a bird today?
I saw a bird today.
That actually pissed me off.
Who am I, dude? Name yourself what you want to name yourself, but I just think, come on, dude. I don't find it cute. People that have a chihuahua named Kong, I punt that little motherfucker. Why do you think that girls don't wear the dog masks?
You know, I just think they already look like dogs.
God damn, Nick. Jesus fucking Christ. Next up, we have kitty play. This is for those that like to be more independent and have a sense of curiosity, much like a cat. Kitty players typically have a playful side, engaging in activities like batting at objects, chasing toys, drinking milk, and using their litter box. So instead of shitting outside, they like to shit in sand in their house. How fun. Conversely to pups, kittens are dominated by females, with very few males within the scene. Sorry, men, step it the up. Can we get some men in the kitty play, please, Nick? This is what I want out of my viewers. If there's a guy who's like, I want to get into puppy play, that, become a cat. Don't be a fucking pussy. Just like pups, kitties often use gear and accessories such as cat ears, tail plugs, and sometimes mittens or paw gloves to enhance their feline personas. According to the Kitten Play subreddit, there are certain rules that the kitties and their handlers must abide by. Handlers are responsible for giving the kitty a different name, petting the cats, putting the cat in cages, collaring the pet, disciplining the kitty, taking the kitty for walks, letting them roam as a cat outside, controlling the kitty's food, giving kitty treats, buying kitty toys from the pet store, having the pet learn tricks. But we all know that's not happening because they're kitties and they're their own person. They're a little too stubborn, am I right? While the kittens are required to only be able to crawl, not being able to speak without permission, and instead only using body language, purrs, and meows to communicate. Being a kitty play honestly seems like it doesn't seem good. I guess be a pup. I don't know why I suggested men do that. This shit's damn near is borderline explicit. Got this lonely ass island's a CG mess. She's basically, I'm just gonna play this part. It's unbelievable. I mean, the humping is so unnecessary. All right, so the first lyrics to this song are, I'm a bad girl, I did some bad things. Let me tell you something. I really have no easy way to say this, so I'm just gonna go out and say it. I've met some rough lesbians in my day. I mean, they called them in the lesbian community, they called them Rottweilers. I'm a bad girl, I've done some bad things. I can tell already JoJo Siwa has not eaten pussy before. She's come out of the closet, she's talking about this whole album's about queer pop and that she's changed her identity. There's no way that's a rug muncher. I've seen some Rottweilers, dude. Motherfucker's got chapped lips. I'm looking at that, she has the same teeth as like Joe Biden. She's got some crazy veneers for like a 20-year-old. Some crazy.
$50,000 veneers.
They're $50,000 for veneers? That's what in her mouth?
She said.
It's that bow money, dude.
Most expensive thing I'm wearing my teeth. Cost me 50 grand.
Dude, if I had 50 grand, I'd fix these donkey teeth I have. These fucking absolute chompers, dude. This razor wire in my mouth. Hell yeah, I would do that. Are you kidding me? If you're gonna lie about this thing about being a like crazy lesbian pop star and stuff like that, chap the lips up a little bit. Just a little bit. A little more aged. Get a little sandpaper, a little DW40, just right, no big deal. Also, I'm pretty sure this whole song is about how she cheated on somebody.
Karma's a bitch. Get back at her.
What's that mean? Where so the whole thing is about Karma's a bitch, getting back at her, even though she cheated on somebody? Or she did bad things before and somebody cheated on her. I don't know. Supposedly because he would switch from being vulnerable to cold and clinical with her, this was him purposely trying to make her desperate to receive validation. In reality, Michael was likely being cold and detached at the time to establish a professional distance and keep sessions productive. AKA she was laughing at things that were probably, you know, there can be an outlet and there's times where the human mind will make it seem like the only way out is through self-harm and stuff. She's like, yeah, well, that would be me. Michael, you're crazy. Okay, yep, pushes himself back a bit. I could never be a psychiatrist.
Why?
I just wouldn't have the patience for it. So because if someone was doing that stuff, I'd say, okay, moving on. Let's talk about your dad. I'd get too upset.
Then they'd leave a bad Google review and there goes your business.
Which honestly, it's probably for the best. If I can't handle that one thing, I was probably my practice was meant to fail to begin with. But still. Anyways, Michael being professional is like, all right, because she's just like, you would look good in like a tank top. And that's probably why he had to distance himself and be like, okay, maybe let's just focus in on this. And she was like, what exactly is this game here?
Good cop, bad cop.
Good bad cop. He embodies both. God, Michael's so charming. So, Kendra soon became obsessed with Dr. Michael, claiming that him being a Pisces made him a great listener. Which anytime you hear anybody bring up zodiac stuff, run for the hills is what I gotta say.
That's a huge red
Oh,
flag.
it's a huge red flag. And I hate when someone says, you're a Capricorn. First off, they say it in a way where, as if I'm supposed to know, and then I say, what does that even mean? Because it's a trap is what it is. You're a Capricorn. You do. What does it mean? And they immediately jump into what it is.
Well, I've had someone say like, oh, you're a Taurus. Oh, we're not gonna vibe.
Perfect. I don't think we are.
I was heartbroken at the time. No!
Yeah. You're laughing at what you said. Yeah, probably not. No, you dodged a fucking bullet there, buddy. Let me ask Allison.
Or I thought you were gonna do these on test on her.
Oh shit, yeah. Well, I'm performing these tests as well, so in real time you'll see what the reactions are later. Good luck, future hunter.
What are you doing?
I just saw an interesting bird. There's like a blue bird by the window.
What?
I saw a blue bird by the window.
The bathroom window?
I saw a blue bird by the window.
They shouldn't be out this time of year.
Okay.
Which the orange peel theory has led to the demise of many relationships. It's actually quite sad. There's a lot of blood on the battlefield. One woman was inspired by this trend and decided to give a similar mundane task to her boyfriend of 7 months after feeling that she was doing more in the relationship than he was. All right, so already let me stop that. Once again, it's just the excuse to get out the door. It's just the excuse to get people to be like, you gotta leave. Okay, right? She was taking care of his 1-year-old daughter, driving him to the bar, and doing all the housework while he often just played video games. Okay, well, that's not a relationship.
Yeah, that's a mommy.
That's him getting his dick sucked and his, getting his dick wet every once in a while, and better be good or else that shit is not worth it. Find some validation yourself. Give yourself some self-worth, right? So she asked him to tie up her hair. And he refused. She tried again and asked him to put towels in the laundry, and he outright ignored her. This resulted in her confronting him in her car outside of his mom's house, where she tried to tell him how she felt. He rejected the conversation and asked her to take care of his daughter and drive him to the bar.
Yeah, this guy's just a piece of shit.
This guy is not a good guy. I'm not going to go into it. Not a good man. I can't say the things I want to say. At that moment, she snapped and kicked him out of the car. He was confused by her reaction, and then the couple broke up. Later on that night, she knew she dodged a bullet when his mother texted her, "Be a good mom and future wife." Fuck that. Also, first off, I guess it seems like also this is setting people up to realize what is a relationship and what isn't a relationship. You know what I mean? If anything, the theories could be beneficial in that way. Because somebody who is, I don't know, a good husband or a good boyfriend also takes care of their own children, isn't having someone else drop them off at a bar while a child sits at home. You know what I mean? If there's all those things, and then if you are also able to communicate to, like in this instance, it's a thing of, once again, she could tie up her own hair, but it'd be different if like I had my hands full. Hey, could you tie up my hair? Then they declined. To me, I'm like, well, you can't just fucking help them out really quick. That kind of, you know what I mean? I don't know. If anything, the theories could be a good test of like what is and what isn't a relationship in that regard. Because I think people do get that fucked up sometimes when they don't realize, well, I didn't know that's how I was supposed to be treated. I think that's a pretty common thing. Some people just like, they exist in that atmosphere. I think it translates from like your parents and shit, how they treat you, to now your actual relationship, to where it's like, well, I haven't known anything different.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good eye opener then.
It could be. They're also still really stupid, don't get me wrong, but in this case, it's a good instance to be like, oh, that's a huge eye-opener.
Well, I think this one, I know it's called the orange peel theory, but just asking for small tasks, like the trash, which you already mentioned, where it's like, hey, help me with the trash. No, help me with the dishes.
There is no reason in a relationship, if your wife's like, can we take the trash? There should never be a reason that you should ever say no. There's like never, ever a reason that you should ever be like, what? Why don't you do it? I will say though, if she was just like, you want to tie up my hair? First off, I'd be like, I don't know how do I do that? Why can't you do it? That's why I would do that. But also the same thing if she was like, can you cut up my apples? Don't fucking try to get me to do the baby shit either. All right? There's a knife, cut up your apples and fucking eat it like a chimp or whatever you want to do, dude. Whatever. I guess it's that. But if she was like making dinner and her hands, she's like with chicken and she doesn't want to have to wash them and go back and forth, I'd be like, oh yeah, cut it up. See, that's the difference. That's another thing too, is these little things, it feels like a test.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
So you fail them on purpose.
I fail on purpose because I say I never agreed to this exam. I'm not a willing participant, and I'm not going to be.
Especially if you have they have their phone out too.
Yeah, if you're recording me, what the fuck is that? No. What? What is this? Because if anything, I feel like you're pranking me. I don't want to get pranked. Not on camera.
Maybe it's the wrong thing to put up the hair. Maybe it's the wrong thing to peel up the orange.
Exactly. too many questions. All these rules. I can't handle it. Therapists and psychologists have looked at the trend and deemed it unhealthy, saying that basing an entire relationship on a simple gesture is misleading and irresponsible.
Are you sure? But TikTok doesn't even do it.
Many other people agree the trend is extremely childish, with one man saying he'd divorce his wife if she tried to do it on him. Okay, well, listen, as much as I love the man's spirit, that's a bit excessive. Yeah, I don't think you break up with someone for it, but at the same time, I just don't like the idea of somebody recording me and like posting it.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Because also, one, there's no way to delineate. I mean, you can kind of delineate what's obviously scripted and what's like a genuine someone being like, oh, what? No. But if you're going to get lumped in with all the other bad shit. That's not good. That's no bueno.
But pretty much for the whole episode, it's her getting calls from her parole officer and her just being in rooms crying, with Ryan kind of awkwardly walking around, you know, just trying to be like, hey, I guess it's kind of weird that I'm a part of the family, huh?
They're my people now, too. They my family, too, so.
Yeah.
I'm part of the family now.
Yeah, I guess I'm part of the family. If you want to cook me something, you can. The first episode ends pretty much with Gypsy walking up to her dad's wife and being like, hi, Mom.
Give me a hug, Mom.
And I'm like, I don't know if I want Gypsy to call me Mom, dude. Episode 2, the only thing I could keep thinking was just wondering if she was going to kill again. If there was any part of her that was going to snap and convince Ryan, who is this hulking Louisiana ogre. You know the part in Harry Potter? Troll in the dungeon. Does Ryan not look like that guy? Kind of. But he's huge. Can you imagine if she was just, the last time it was a little pipsqueak vampire kid. Hey, you should stab my mom. And now it's a 6'8" gorilla, basically. You should go rob a bank. Whatever my little Rose wants, little Rose gets. They just bring up Gypsy having sex with Ryan so much.
We've been having sex the last 2 nights.
No, there's a weird part where she tells her mom, and she's like, I'm so happy for you, and hugs her. The mom looks like a little bog witch. I'm young, my hair's really black. She's like, I'm so happy for you. Ryan's like, yeah, I guess I got a big old gorilla dick on me. Which I know there's a big thing on social media, she said, is D's fire.
They jealous because you are rocking my world every night. Yeah, I said it. The D is fire.
She has to like remove her teeth and do a bunch of stuff, and then her body's covered in scars, and she wants to make sure that Ryan likes her body, which I'm like, that motherfucker's probably on the other side of the wall, tapping the wall. He's like, my little Freddy Krueger. The episode pretty much ends with Gypsy showing Ryan one of her prison drinks, which is just coffee juice with soda and Jolly Ranchers.
When I was still in prison, I told them about a favorite drink of mine. It's instant coffee with a soda. For flavor, you crush up some Jolly Ranchers, add that to it. You mix it all together, and also juice, and then you serve it over ice.
Like the one thing she's like, I drink this every day. Ryan has like this horrible look in his eyes, like, you really gonna make me drink that, baby? She's like, come on, it's good. And she pours it in, and it's like 2 large chunks of something. And Ryan basically drinks it, throws up, and Gypsy's like, You don't actually think that tastes good, dude. You're putting on a little show for the f***ing camera. And what's very interesting is the fan base seems divided. Not everybody is rejoicing, right? There's a lot of coping. There's a lot of people saying that it's mid, and people being upset by people saying that's mid, that these Swifties aren't really Swifties anymore. And I think that she's kind of put a giant crack in her fandom. And I just wanted to go over it because, like I said, some of the lyrics are really, really funny, and also people's responses are. So without further ado, let's dive back down into the Taylor Swift hole. Not that hole. She just released a double album called The Tortured Poets Department, and her second album dropped, The Anthology, which is a total of 31 songs. So are you saying that the first album is called The Tortured Poets Department, and then the second one is The Anthology?
She did the 2 a.m. release again. She did the 2 a.m. She's always doing the 2 a.m. release.
Girls are just sitting in their room swaying back and forth at 2 a.m. being like, come on, refresh, please, Taylor, fucking refresh. This is her 11th studio album, and she sold 1.4 million copies on the first day, which that's insane. In today's day and age, that is crazy kind of stuff, whatever. But, you know, she's doing her own thing, but that doesn't stop the fact that, you know what, she's the staple for what Trustafarians aim to be. With over 1.1 million followers on Instagram, Shannon Blake calls herself an affirmation musician full of vibes, positivity, and for only $12.50 a month, you can see her boobies. Should we say that? She does have an OnlyFans, so I bet she's doing pretty good. Star from the bottom that we're here. Not Drake, though, because the security guard got shot or something. I would hate to be Drake right now. Who the fuck am I kidding? I would love to be Drake right now. Are you kidding me?
Well, he's being called out as a
Maybe I wouldn't like to be called Drake then right now. Her OnlyFans says get an uncensored look into her life. Foot emoji. Barefoot dancing naked in nature, yoga, hula hooping, and playing outdoors in the ocean, waterfalls, hot springs, mountains. So we got like $12.50 to spare, don't we?
Yeah, that's in the budget.
So that's a business expense, I'm pretty sure. Can we get the accountant on the phone? Can we just do just as an expense business? We can. Okay, cool. Which her aesthetic, I will say, it's drawn from several cultures like India, island culture, Hawaii, Native American, Druid kind of thing. Let's take a look at her home. Shannon Blake's house tour. Lake Tahoe. Oh, dude, living off Lake Tahoe? No one can do that. OnlyFans. We gotta start an OnlyFans soon, dude. Something. How much money do you think realistically we could make?
Probably a lot.
Let me just say, do you think I can make at least $1 million?
Oh.
OnlyFans?
I don't know about that.
If you want to fucking put me down, feel free to put me down, but why don't you set me down gently next time, you son of a bitch? Shannon Blake's in Lake Tahoe. It's a fucking awesome house. Lake Tahoe, it'd be fucking beautiful. Good genetics, man. That's all you need. Good genetics. We got didn't we? Hey, you're a good looking guy. I got my dog mother and my bullfrog dad.
Could you peel that for me?
No. Why would I do that?
Could you peel it for me?
No. You're an adult man.
Could you peel this one for me, please? Ow. Allison, stop. Allison, stop it.
Right now, let me tell you about a cute tale that's happening online, which is this. Okay, we don't need to say. So in Utah right now, the land of the free, the land of Mormons, there's a beautiful, beautiful woman, and I'm not gonna say that she's guilty yet, even though that the courts have already said that, but her name's Ruby Frankie. She runs a YouTube channel called 8 Passengers, which is her beautiful husband, Kevin, he's a doll, and their 6 beautiful, beautiful children.
Okay.
Now, the funny thing about Ruby is that she has been arrested for 3 acts of very serious physical assault towards these children. 1, a combination of multiple physical injuries or torture. That's a fun thing to have as a mom. Starvation or malnutrition that jeopardizes life.
I'm only gonna say it one more time, and then you're gonna lose the privilege to eat dinner.
Hey, didn't have to worry about that when I was a kid. I look like Baloo from...
No.
Nope. Causing severe and emotional harm, which you might have taken on that too. And I brought you in today because with some of the things that we see that have happened here, just wanted to kind of get your reaction and kind of see, would you have done that as a mom? So we have a nice, unbiased, professional case here. Professional as in, I guess you're a mom.
I am a mom.
You're a mom. So the channel 8 Passengers is ran by Ruby Frankie and her family, and it's a personality-based YouTube family vlogging. It's creepy. Do you know anybody who does family vlogging? Like any friends? That's good. It creeps me out. Like I imagine if you were, when I was younger and we were in these times and you came up with like a video camera all the time, and you're just like, Hunter had his first wet dream, and I'm like,
not do that.
Well, Ruby Frank might, but I might allow it with how good she looks.
Ruby Frank doesn't look like Ruby Frank when you look at her. She doesn't look like a Ruby.
What the fuck do you...
Ruby looks like she'd be like old and sketchy. She's a lovely lady.
Oh, so you're complimenting her looks. I didn't know. I thought you were.
No,
I thought you
Ruby
were.
looks spicy.
I thought you
I
were
like
gonna
it.
literally say like the gym.
No.
I thought you were going that route. Is
quite
Ruby
a
an
gym.
old woman name?
Yeah.
Ruby is? Oh, I thought that if you had a gem kind of name, it was like a strip, like
It
a
is,
stripper
like
name.
Crystal or you know.
Pearl.
I'm gonna name my daughter Emerald.
Emerald. Good one.
Well, some of them, yeah, they are very dated. Like Pearl. That's a big old German girl's name. Pearl. I love my Pearl. Family vlogging channel that documented the daily lives, challenges, and adventures of the Frankie family.
I'm going to take the scissors and I'm gonna cut its head off.
Grandma made me so mad. And me drinking, I won't even remember this kiss anyways, so.
He suggested he grab her by the chin to give her a kiss, and she laughs in his face. Well, I mean, that's kind of cringy. That's like definitely a fantasy he's probably had. Those are the kind of guys, too, that saw like Spider-Man 1, and they're like, the upside down kiss was probably the hottest thing on earth. She does a belly shot from Dilly. I will say that belly is not looking good. You can pay me enough to put my stomach out there like that. Are you kidding me? I got enough fucking stretch marks on my stomach that looks like a river map of Missouri. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Also, I hate that fucking room, honestly. Does it not? Does this look like a fucking toddler's room? Like, it looks like, I feel like a baby crib should be in there. What is the deal with women being like, they have to cover their fucking mouth when they laugh? Why? What is that?
You want to see their horse teeth, dude.
Is that actually, is it just insecurity about teeth? She has perfectly straight teeth. Everyone now.
Oh my god, oh my god!
And she keeps like covering her tits. I'm like, your tits have been out this entire time. If you're laughing, own your laugh. Have a little more fucking pride in your laugh, dude. While this was received well in the moment, she now recounts that he was clearly smug and happy with himself because this friendly attitude was clearly a clever ruse.
I said, "Hey, do you mind if I call you by your first name?" And he seemed so smug and happy with himself. And I know that that is because that was his first sign that him pretending like we're friends was working.
Which I like this because it's like she's the one who initiated it and he's like, okay. She's like, oh, that fucking snake in the tall grass. Throughout this story, Kendra expresses that Dr. Michael was constantly digging his claws deeper into her intentionally, to the point that she would overanalyze every single interaction and mannerism as a calculated move. For example, Dr. Michael had asked her if she had, quote, any thoughts of harming herself. What seemed like a normal question for a mental health professional to ask was apparently much, much more than that. She claimed that he asked her this like, quote, she was special to him, reading way too much into a person being soft-spoken and kind.
And he said, I have to ask this because it's a special interest of mine, but is there any thoughts of harm? Like I was special to him. And he didn't ever ask me a clinical question again.
Which I've been to like a therapist before. That's like one of the first things they ask. That's like right off the bat. Maybe the times are changing. I just remember like right away they're like, have you thought about it?
At this point, it sounds like Kendra's the psycho one.
Well, of course. Yeah. Well, here's the thing is the as you go through these, and I'm sure as we've seen so far, we're getting all of this in hindsight. So at this point in her recollection, I can tell that she's like really likes the psychiatrist. She's like, Michael is someone I could see myself falling in love with. So like, oh, why would he do this? It's the kind of thing where it's like after the fact where it's like, well, why would he do this? He was so manipulative. I should have, but in the moment she's in heaven. Yeah. She's in love with this, right? Once again, we're getting it all in hindsight from one person's perspective. Which maybe there is legitimacy to some of it, but as it's reading right now, it's a little much, is what I gotta say.
Loving the series so far. The male lead asked for permission a bit too much. Could have done without it, TBH. 5 stars.
This book is amazing. Absolutely loved it. I'm leaving snail trails all over my apartment. Perfection. 5 stars.
Oh, I absolutely loved it. I'm never looking at my German Shepherd the same way again. Blushing emoji, blushing emoji. 5 stars.
No, you can't monetize this video. Are you dense? It's literally just porn.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? Come on and sit on down because today we're talking about books. Or we're actually kind of talking about smut. Oh, God. Book talk is a crazy thing that has taken over TikTok. You ever see women jump around, or they do that silent review thing where they're like... and they show off 7 different books that they read in 1 month because how do you have that much time? I feel like a idiot every time I watch these. Knowledge. Who the has enough time to read this many books? I don't think I've actually read a full book since like high school. Real talk. I've read like comics. You don't count comics as a fucking book. Yeah, manga. Yeah. But basically, book talk has made reading cool. Women get to come together and talk about the books they like. I love that book. I've never read that book. I'm gonna put it on my buy list. I'm gonna read it. Or sometimes people just like to act like they read books, but really they just put it up on a shelf and then they color coordinate it like red, blue, green, yellow. And it's an aesthetic thing, like Dr. Seuss's house or something. I don't know. If I walked in a library and I saw that, I would be like, there's no way. And then, you have people who are very excited about books, and then you have people who are weeping. I mean, weeping over books, which begs the question again. It's kind of the whole idea of you not crying, or you are sobbing, and then you set up your phone to record yourself crying for community engagement with book talk. Is that weird? I don't know. And here's the thing. I want to say this. It's ignorant of me to say this because I haven't been a part of a community where people do that, right? So this could be a normal thing where people are like, oh, it's normal and it's kind of funny. We're laughing at ourselves with the camaraderie that we have. I could see that, dude. Whenever Vinnie Paul died, the drummer Pantera, I cried. I called my friend sobbing. Oh, fuck it, he's dead. like that the whole time.
That's a person, and you're not like setting up the camera, calling your.
I'm trying to be devil's advocate, Nick. All right, I don't want all these b****s being mad at me. Okay, I thought you know what, a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, f*** you, Hunter. What do you know?" I know when people are a little nutty. That's a little nut. But Book Talk does have a dark side, and the dark side is women evolving, transforming, mutating to recommend smut. And because of this, we have seen the rise of smut talk. Oh my God.
You won't ever find a guy like
Cover your mouth in a second. I promise you're not gonna yell for help. Listen to me.
You will never forget me.
You really don't.
Oh my God. You know what? Sometimes it's just like, sometimes you have to do it, and this is a grown-up thing. You have to pretend you don't hear somebody sometimes. Just to hope that the person can just catch what they said and be like, that's not worth it. I'll even do a little side eye every once in a while.
So that's why you ignore me, huh?
No. Well, yeah, Nick will come in and I'll be sitting here like working or something, be like looking at my deal, like typing or something. He'll be like, I saw a guy die on a forklift on a video on the internet.
Oh my God, I did.
I know you did. I saw a guy die on a forklift on a video, and I'll be like, and then he'll just sit there and be like, the phone just playing in his hand. Just a Chinese guy screaming, "Oh!" For one TikToker, this evolved into her secretly filming herself dropping the splits in front of her boyfriend at a grocery store to see how he would react. She pulls it off and asks, "Was that epic?" Was that epic? Only for him to briefly look at her before going back to focusing on finding apple juice. Okay, first off, apple juice, pretty fucking important. I have a nice craving. Also, listen, dude, if you can do the splits, you're trying to think that that's not the first time we've seen her do the fucking splits. Probably been bouncing on it for how long? You know what I mean? Yeah, cool. If anything, I'd be like, why here? Your pussy's been all over the dirty floor and stuff like that. I'm telling you, ladies, Red Scare. That's a good one. Do the Red Scare in the store. Take a big thing of fucking cranberry juice and just pour it in your panties. Uh-oh! And how does he respond? Does he help or does he not? Red Scare. Red Scare theory. Oh no, it's not communism. These viral posts had thousands of comments, mostly insisting that she run from the relationship immediately. You did the splits and he was looking at apple juice? Girl, get out of there, sis. Get out of there. He then filmed a video where he essentially apologized for not having the proper reaction. Oh. Wrong.
Yep.
Wrong. Wrong. Mostly because his partner is a professional dancer and he was already aware she could pull off moves like that with no problem because AKA I've been seeing it for years. He sees thousands of people lash out at him and then he's like, well, I probably should have reacted. No, you know what? You should have doubled down. I've been like, that wasn't even her best split.
Is that grounds for breaking up?
I think that there is grounds for breaking up when people like post things about your relationship that you're like, why'd you post that? It like creates a public conversation about your relationship that's like not even necessary. To me, I'm like, why would you do that? Is that funny? I didn't think it was funny. Be like it would seriously be like if you went to your girlfriend and you were like recording her, she's like having a bad day, or let's say she's on her period, even like something like that. Like, oh yeah, she's on her period. Here, let me tell you a joke to make you laugh. Like to me, I'm like, it's like antagonistic, which that obviously mine's more aggressive, but I just mean it's just something where it's like it's obviously one way.
Well, she's posting it to be like, my boyfriend didn't respond. Of course, people are gonna fucking attack him
because I think that they try to like get away with the idea of like, oh well, it was just all in good fun, but it's like they're like berating your guys' relationship. Is that fun? Is that what this is what fun looks like, by the way?
And even at the Berkeley College, there's a whole entire class dedicated to her.
But at UC Berkeley, Taylor Swift is not just a tortured poet. She's a case study in how to build an empire.
The most loyal of her subjects are claiming that this is her best album to date, while other people are calling it mid or cringe. Mid. It's cringe. Oh, no.
It's supposed to be cringe.
There are some very cringy lines. There's some very cringy lines, but there's just stuff also where I'm like, what are you going on about? What is this? I'm a tortured poet. Welcome to my department. Sit down. Oh, God, you just want to fucking punch her in the face, dude. That's so Dee Dee made doctors install a feeding tube into Gypsy's stomach. It's like a car mechanic. So you just want the tube here? All right, well, let me grab my big fucking knife here. Gypsy was forced to bring an oxygen tank when leaving the house, and she had her saliva glands removed because of excessive drooling. Which is why now, too, that's why I think she licks her lips so much now. So you'll see her a lot, and she looks like she's doing some weird frog thing, which is like... whatever, but it's just because she has no fucking saliva glands. It's like some like weird, like hostile torture shit. You know what I mean? Like an Eli Roth movie or something. Well, now, Gypsy, you're drooling too much. We gotta pop those glands out. She's like, well, if you didn't keep me hooked on this fucking CPAP machine and all this medication, I wouldn't drool as much. Shh, child. Dee Dee would tell other people that Gypsy had the mind of a 7-year-old and would continuously lie about Gypsy's age to keep her younger than what she actually was. The celebrity meetups, the trips to Disney and all that stuff, which of course, dude, of course Dee Dee was a Disney adult. Of course. You better watch those fucking kids in wheelchairs. And I hate to even say that because I don't want to put that bad omen on anybody, but those Disney adults, you got to keep an eye on them for real. She was fed only Pediasure, a dietary supplement for children, until she was in her 20s. Here you go, drink that. You can't chew because all your teeth are gone. She has more fucking silver in her mouth than a goddamn werewolf hunter. Have you seen her mouth? Oh my god. It wasn't until she was older that she started to realize that all these ailments her mother said she had weren't actually real. So even her entire life, even Gypsy believed it. It wasn't until she was much older where she actually was like, oh, I'm being lied to. Because also, when you're emotionally and mentally abused, I feel like you probably stagnate mentally.
Looking at her now, she's definitely doesn't have the mind of a child. It was just like the persona of like act like a child.
You're in on the bit so long that you get lost in it probably. What am I supposed to do? Just tell people it's not real now? My fucking mom will kill me probably. So Gypsy tried to run away in 2011. But when Dee Dee found her, she smashed her computer with a hammer and physically restrained her to her bed for 2 weeks. Ooh, sis! Slay! I like how it's a joke now after the fact. She's just like, I makes me want to leave my very good husband. And Shiva says that to him. I'm gonna leave you because of Taylor's apartment. He's like, babe, okay, that's funny. And he's like, please let it be true. 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 I have a feeling too that these like Taylor Swift fans or these like Swifties, whenever they're in a relationship like that, they're locking it down. I just don't think it's working anymore. I think that we've had a lot of fun, but I think we're just going apart. And she's like, really? Really? And then she quickly takes a syringe and she's just like, right to his neck. And then he sits there and she's just like, by the way, sweetie, I poison you and I'm the only one who has the antidote. So you're gonna have to stay with me. You're gonna have to stay with me. That's what I imagine. I know that's a little comical, but I could see it happen. Why not?
And Christian white women.
Or she like takes out a gun and she's just like, oh, really? No, go ahead and leave. Reach for your bag. No, I want you to. You're taking life so seriously. I love these videos. God, I feed on these videos of people crying over Taylor Swift albums. The girl's sitting there and drooling in her car. This has to be bait, right?
I don't know.
This has to be bait. There is no way a green-haired woman is drooling in her car crying this shit. There's no way. If you don't like the music, who cares? If you like the music, good for you. I don't really give a shit, but there's very something particular about like Taylor Swift's music where it's just like, it's a girl and she sounds like this. It's really boring. I wanna die. It's the same kind of shit with me as like Billie Eilish where it's just like, I don't know what it is about it, but it just, it drives me a little cuckoo. That's what I feel like. I just want to say that guy's got some big ass lips on him. God damn. Oh, what was the Crimson Chin? He's got some thick ass lips. And he's crying in his studio apartment over Taylor Swift's lyrics. What a loser. No, not a what a loser. Honestly, it impacts people differently. It impacts people differently, Nick. The girls that get Peter get it.
But Peter is one of the saddest songs on the album. Me literally sucking in tears. It's so sad.
It's so sad. The song Peter on Taylor Swift's fucking right. To muster yourself up to cry and then set up your phone and be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh god. Oh, the song Peter, it's so sad. I hit myself too hard. I hurt myself. I'm not. I interrupted what I was even gonna say. Some of the stuff here with some of these listening parties are pretty crazy. Parma is my boyfriend. I'm the problem. It's cheese. I mean, Jesus Christ. How do you actually go to the party and like look down at the deli tray? Because it's not the fact that it's a deli tray, but it's all of like the little quips. Imagine dating this person. Oh God. Imagine coming home. Hey babe, what are you doing? I'm just making my deli tray for the album drop tonight. We're gonna also cut our wrists and we're gonna cry in the bathroom. We're gonna lock ourselves in there. Good luck with that. She has this thing that says, Daddy, I love him. I'm having his baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. I'm having his baby. Oh my God, Taylor! No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. Okay, what does my face look like, Taylor? What does it look like, Taylor? I need to know! I want to see some more of these listening party things, dude. These listening parties are crazy. Okay, wait, what is she going on about? Sis, what? Oh, okay. Okay, girls. Oh my God, no. Oh, wow. I'm trying to put myself in their shoes, but I hate it, Nick.
So if Metallica came out with a new album.
They did. They came out with a new album. I said, this is great. And I played it and I was like, nice. That was it. Next time I'm going to have a listening party and he's going to be like, I wish every Taylor Swift listening party ended in a chimp attack somehow. Somehow it ended with like someone's face getting ripped off, and then they're sitting on Oprah with like the veil over their face, and they're just like, "We're the party, you're the party." I'm not gonna lampoon everybody onto one thing, but I would say the majority of men would probably think they wouldn't like get into it the same way, especially the commitment of having to read a whole book just to get your nut off. Come on, dude. You know what I mean? I mean, those were abhorrently cringy. To be fair, they're out, and the thing is, there's no way to take them out of context. It's a scene. You know what I mean? You know what it is. It's just, I don't know. But I get it. And I gotta tell you one thing. There's a lot of worse things to, I don't know, be a part of. Smut talk, if you're a part of that, and you're throwing yourself on your bed because you're all horned up and you have to tell other millennial women about how your fucking beanbag is... Do what you gotta do. But I gotta say, very funny. I did not know it was this severe. I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna lie. This was a polarizing recording. I don't even know who I am anymore.
You're sweating, dude.
I'll see you next time. That's how I'm gonna end it. Probably the head eagle, the head shaman of it all, which is Shannon Blake. You've probably seen this beautiful woman pop up in your time. Oh, Shannon Blake. Oh, I tell you what, no wonder. Well, looking up Shannon Blake tickets on Ticketmaster, no wonder those motherfuckers are sold out. Looking how she dresses on stage, god damn. Hey, my ass became a whole lot more spiritual after looking up some Shannon Blake songs, god damn. And it's after she had a child, which, listen up, ladies, there's really no excuse. Show the picture of Shannon Blake, there's no excuse that you fucking have a kid, you can't have a body like that. And I'll stand by that. Not a single stretch mark. How's that possible, Nick?
Cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter, holistic teachings. What'd she say? I smoked the ayahuasca with the shaman. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But Shannon Blake is a shining example of true Trustafarianism culture, adopting bits and pieces of third world countries as their persona, mixing it together into an amalgamation of neo, folk, urban, bardic, LSD, kratom fever. Apparently, it's ayahuasca. Universal's trying to squeeze the tits of that cow bare, right? Beat that dead horse. A 3-hour-long film for part 1 of a prequel to Wizard of Oz. How much could we really explore here, okay?
You got Dune Part 1, Dune Part 2.
Dune Part 1, Dune Part 2, Dune Part 3, the HBO Dune show. I'm tired of it. Well, you know what the thing, at least with the Dune books, 50 goddamn Dune books, right? They're big old books. So it makes sense. Wizard of Oz, some bitch clicks her heels and she wants to go to Kansas, and then the bitch is green. And all of a sudden now she's just like, but what if she was the good guy? That's some serious early 2000 shit, isn't it too? Have you guys ever thought about if the Wicked Witch of the West was actually like good? And she was gay? Wait, you're awesome. But the thing you've probably heard the most about this movie, literally nobody can stop themselves from bawling their eyes out. That is the biggest reception I've seen. No one tells me if the movie is necessarily good or bad. They just cry. That's all I ever see is the end of the movie. You get the whole fucking TikTok format where it's like, me before I see the Wicked movie. And then it's afterwards. It's as if they fucking shot their mom in IMAX. This goes especially for the film's lead actresses, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. During the press tour for the movie, people were starting to get concerned at just how often the two of them were reduced to tears. You would have thought that during the filming, someone broke into the set, beat them to near death, or clubbed baby seals every single day, did something to just traumatize these people. They look like shell-shocked veterans. My grandfather, who was a paratrooper in the Vietnam War, has less of emotional reaction to these two actresses in a Hollywood film, okay? The way she's like, Ariana's stroking that fucking pinky like something. I don't know, she's, you know what I mean?
I'm very grateful to be here with this material that I love so much and with this human being that I love so much.
Why the would somebody grab your pinky and do this? What are we doing there? Is it stimming? And according to Ervo, the two of them became incredibly close during the filming of the movie and can't help themselves as they are constantly reliving and rehashing all the things that they've been through during every emotional interview.
I'm really sorry. We're really sorry.
It just happens.
It's really emotional.
We can't help it.
The interviewer might be like, heard you like the color red. And they're just like, Yeah. And on TikTok, theater kids who highly anticipated the film have started to film themselves crying from watching the movie. It's the most cult-like thing I've ever seen. That's one thing they say about cults, is that you imitate the mood or emotions that your cult leaders are having. So since Ariana and Cynthia are crying, and there's a rumor, I'm not going to get into it, but there's a rumor. Now you have people sitting there and they've been crying. You know, people, it's as if they saw the face of God for the first time. They truly became enlightened. And it's been a whirlwind of cringe, okay?
The most like symbiotic, beautiful. I feel so grateful to have done this with her. Sorry. It's just...
What happened? I legitimately think that Cynthia had to ward off some kind of entity or something. If she wasn't there, we'd all be dead.
It's also my first time ever doing a
You have been the light of the day. You are such a gift.
You brought such light into the room. Thank you very much.
We appreciate
for coming
you.
into this room today. We needed.
It's fucking creepy, man. Even it sounds like they're like robots. And you know, it's not even just Cynthia and Ariana. I mean, you're talking about the director gets into fits of tears.
I'm not gonna cry because that's their job to cry. I'm just gonna describe the moment. So.
We can cry together if you want.
It's Wicked, the Wizard of Oz prequel. I mean, what barriers are you breaking here? She's painted green and it's her first day at school. It's almost like if you sat there and you're like, Adam Sandler really had to get into his role for Billy Madison. He was the first day back and he really challenged himself. We didn't want to push him too hard. Shut up! You did the Adam Sandler thing. Then you get into the poster. This became a big thing. Was the fans of the original play, I mean, they're diehard fans. These are dedicated Wicked lifers here.
What's your favorite Wicked song?
Impossible. Yeah.
Okay. And what's your favorite Wicked song?
Loathing, for sure.
And before the movie was out, when the poster for the movie was first released, some people were critical of it for not properly mimicking the original Broadway poster. Now you would think that's not a big deal, but my God, did it stir up some crazies, okay? Because it wasn't true to the original art of the prequel to Wizard of Oz. It wasn't true. And Elphaba was without her iconic red lipstick. Oh my God. Her eyes were fully visible. Oh! Jesus Christ! And Glinda's hand was slightly lowered. Like, do you even try? I mean, look at that. It's completely fucking different, dude. She just looks fucking upset. No red lipstick. This is bullshit. Despite this being very unimportant to the film as a whole, people felt the need to edit the new poster to more closely resemble the original. Now there's balance back in the universe. Apparently, this made its way to Cynthia, who plays Elphaba in the movie, and it deeply upsetted her to the point of making a public statement about it in her Instagram story. This is the wildest, most offensive thing I have ever seen. Equal to that awful AI of us fighting. Equal to people posting question, is your pussy green? It's like a fair question. It's like, obviously, yes, but still you just want to be like, got them Shrek lips down there. None of this is funny. None of it is cute. It degrades me. It degrades us. The original poster is an illustration. I am a real live human being who chose to look right down the barrel of the camera to you, the viewer, because without words, we communicate with our eyes. Our poster is an homage, not an imitation. To edit me face and hide me eyes is to erase me, and that is just deeply hurtful. Somebody doing a Photoshop edit. That seems a bit excessive, doesn't it? My lips ain't red, they're green. I looked down the barrel of a camera. That's a hint too. The director of photography had a gun to the back of Ariana's head the entire shoot. Hit the perfect note, Ariana. Also, the "is your pussy green" joke has been a meme since about 2014, originating from the old social media posts where a few people had graffitied the Broadway poster. Likely Erivo was not aware that this was a dated joke. Well, dude, should have fucking done some research, man. So this is one of the biggest Broadway properties ever. Okay, sounds good. Also, our fans are a bit nutty. Methinks me can deal with that. Also, People think that Elphaba's pussy's green. Who do you think you are? Oh yeah, no, my whole body's green, but my pussy lips are pink. Doesn't make any sense. Many believe that beside the genitalia comment, she is greatly dramatizing what was a harmless re-edit of a poster. And I think we can all agree with that. It seems a bit odd. If anything, it seems like trying to get a little drama started before the big day. And Cynthia eventually reflected on the outburst and admitted that she probably should have just called her friends about it, rather than jump to social media to lambast it. What a queen. Nonetheless, this sparked a conspiracy that Universal is for some reason avoiding showing Cynthia's eyes now. I bet you anything fucking agents were like, you do not show her face anymore.